Hello students, now today we will continue the chapter test of self practice 3. Okay, so in chapter test 3, CT3, chapter test means CT3. In this chapter test, question number 1 2 we have discussed in the last class. Now today we will solve question number 3. So the question number 3 is write each rational number in the simplest form. So third A question you see how we write in the simplest form 48 upon minus 120. So simplest form means you divide this number numerator and denominator. We divide this numerator and denominator by a number such that that number divide the 48 also and 120 also. So you divide it and simplify it till you get a numerator and denominator which do not have a common factor except 1. You don't have any common factor except 1. If you are getting any common factor, you will divide both the numerator and denominator and you divide it. But at the last stage, at the finally when you do this operation, so you will get a simplified form. After that you will not be able to divide it. Now see how we can do it. At present you can see this 48 minus 48 upon 120 we can write, and this 48 and 20 you can see this both are divisible by 12. 12 fours are 48, 12 tens are 120. So first I will divide 12 fours are 48 and 12 tens are 120. Now you can see I got the number minus 4 by 10. Now again this minus 4 by 10 is divisible by 2 because the table of 2 is a common factor for 4 also and 10 also. Again you divide it. So 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. Now I got minus 2 by 5. Now 2 is also a prime number, 5 is also a prime number. A prime number cannot divide another prime number. Okay. So now it is in the simplest form. Now the common factor for this numerator and denominator is 1 also. Because 1 is the number which can divide all the numbers. Not only this 2 and 5. 1 can divide all the numbers. Okay. So now we move to the next question. Third B, 0.225. Third B, 0.225. This number we have to represent in the simplest form. So first we convert this decimal into fraction. So how you write 225 by 1000? As number of digit after the decimal, that number of 0 you put after 1. So this is the decimal. This decimal place starts from 10th, 100,000. So this number will be 225 upon 1000. Exactly. Not divided. Now see by 25 it is divisible. See 25 4s are 100 and 25 zeros are 0. 25 40s are 1000. Now this will be divided 25 9s are 224. 25 8s are 200, 25 9s are 225. Okay, now we got 9 by 40. Now we got 9 by 40. Now we got 9 by 40. Now there is no common number which can divide both the 9 and 40. So 9 by 40 is the simplest form. It is in the simplest form. Now we move to the question number 4. Write each fraction in the decimal. Here fraction is given and we have to convert in the decimal. Write each fraction in the decimal. Okay. So fourth A. First question is minus 13 by 25. Now see, the denominator is 25. So easily we can convert this denominator into the multiple of 10s. So if we multiply by 4, 25 4 is 100, which is the multiple of 10. So that will be easy for us to convert this fraction into decimal. So what we are going to do, multiply the denominator and numerator by 13 fours are 52, that is minus 52 upon 25 fours are 100. So whenever you divide a number by 100, decimal will shift. 52 can be also written as 52.0. 52.0. Now shift the decimal 2 plus left, so decimal will come here. So in the simplest form you can write minus 0.52, minus 0.52. This is the decimal form. See, decimal is shift 2 plus left. Here is decimal. Now 1 and 2 plus left I brought. Before this decimal there is no digit, so I have added 0. So before decimal, if there is no digit, add 0 before the decimal. Okay. This does not really change the value, but it is the standard form to write a decimal number. Before decimal there should be some digit. If there is not any digit, write at least 0. Okay, now we move to the next question. A fourth B. That is 5 by 12. So this cannot be converted to the multiple of 10. So in this case we divide this 5 by 12 and we write its decimal value. So here I am going to divide for you. Divide 5 by 12. So since 5 is the smaller than the divisor, so what I have to do on the quotient place, I will put a decimal 0 point. Or for make you understand, I can do like this also. See, 5 can be written as 5.0 also. So here 12 zeros are 0, 12 zeros are 0. Subtract 0 from 5, we got 5. Now after that there is no digit. The quotient will become 0 and remainder will become 5 if you divide this number. But I wanted this answer in the decimal form. So in the quotient you have to put the dividend, you can write 5 as 5.0. If you want the value in two decimal place, put a 2 0 after decimal. 5.00. 5.600. So in the quotient you got after decimal 2 zeros. Now here, this first 0 if you bring down, I am going to bring the digit after decimal. So put in the quotient also decimal. So first digit I bring down. Now the number is 50. 12 fours are 48. So here 4. Here 48. 10 minus 8, 2. 4 minus 4, 0. Now bring down the next 0. So it will become 20. See? 20. So 12 ones are 12. You got the remainder 8. Again, if you want the answer for decimal place, again you can add 1 0 more also. Here also more 0. So 12, 6 are 72. It will go 6 times. Again you get 8. Again you get 8. So 80 minus 72 gives you 8. Again 80. Again you get 12, 6 are 72. Again you get the same result. Now this will never end. Means every time you are getting 0.41666. So this is non-terminating and recurring. So how do you write the answer? 0.41 and 6 is repeating. So over 6 you put a dot. Over 6 you put dot. Means this single digit is repeating. Or also you can put it. Also you can write answer as 0.416 bar. Over 6 you can put bar also. Also you can write this answer as 0.4166 dot means same digit is repeating. So these are the three different forms that you can write the answer. Okay. Now question number 5. Write the numbers in order from the least to greatest. Least to greatest. That is smallest to largest. Smallest to largest. write the numbers in order from the least to greatest. First is 0.55. Second is minus 7 by 8. Third is minus 0.8. And the fourth is 5 by 6. So these are four different numbers are there, and I have to arrange, and we have to arrange this number from smallest to largest, from smallest to largest, least to greatest. That is in ascending order. We have to arrange this in the ascending order from least to greatest. So which number is least? The negative numbers are least, but there are two negative numbers. See, always this is positive, this is positive, this two is negative. So negative is always least. Now this is in two negative. Which one is the least? Now we have to find. This is minus 0 by 8. This is minus 7 by 8. So if you bring it also in the decimal form, then only you can answer. Otherwise it will be very difficult to answer. So we are going to divide it and convert it to the decimal. Now 0.55 as it is, no problem in it. Convert this. So when you divide 7 by 8, so it will be 17. Add 1 0 after the decimals. So here 70 is there. So 8 is 64, 8 9 is 74. 8 is 64, 0.8 will come. Remainder what? So remainder will be 6, 60. Now 8 7 is 56. So 0.87 will come. Okay, only two places we have calculated. Third is 0.8. You can write in two decimal place 0.80. You can write. Similarly here 5 also be divided by 6. So it will become 0.50. 50. So 6 9 is 54, 6 8 is 48. 8 will write. 6 8 is 48. 2 will be remainder 20. 6 3 is 18. Now here 3 will be 8. Now it is very easy to compare which one is the least and which is the smallest. Now both are negative, both are smallest. Now among these two numbers, which is the smallest? It is minus 0.87, it is minus 0.80. So in the negative number, the biggest number is the smallest. In negative, the biggest will be the smallest. So this minus 0.87 is the smallest. So now in the order form we write ascending order. Now ascending order. So in ascending order, minus 0.87. After that, minus 0.0. And after that, 0.55. And after that, largest is the 0.83. Okay, so this is the ascending order. Like this we do. First we convert the fraction to the decimal. Now it will be easy for us to compare which one is the smallest, which one is the largest. Okay. So like this we do. So this is all for today, students. In the next class we will do the remaining questions. That is the question number 6, 7, 8. So that we will do tomorrow. Okay. So this is all for today. Thank you for your attention.